gets his plugs in. Frankie Edgar, welcome to the show.
Frankie.
I wasn't expecting you to be wearing a suit.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I'm doing a whole media day thing.
Are you doing TV too?
Yeah, I think I'm doing MMA Live, ESPN, so.
Oh, nice.
I gotta look the part.
Now, you're a Jersey guy your whole life. Jersey guys are fucking tough, man. Like, I'm not. I'm a Jersey guy. I don't
Why'd you say that, knowing that you are from Jersey?
I meant other guys from Jersey. But you probably take a better punch than I've ever seen anybody take.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best compliment, but yeah, it's been working out for me, all right.
We don't understand.
Yeah, as long as you could. Yeah, well, obviously, you got to be able to take one.
Yeah, we don't understand how you guys can
get
take those punches. I just don't get it. And every time we ask you guys, you say it's in the training and all that.
Yeah, I don't sit there and let my training partners hit me too often. But
right.
I think it has to do with your condition. If you're well conditioned, you can get beat up and bounce back.
One of those hits would just fucking crush us.
Yeah.
Maynard hits fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really big dude, and he has a tremendous uppercut. And he hurt you. It looked like he hurt you bad in the first round. Like, I figured you were finished in the first round. And in the last fight, the first round was rough for you.
Yeah, the last two fights, both the first rounds, he beat me up pretty good. And, I don't know if I'm a slow starter or he's just a fast starter, but yeah, he hit me with some good shots.
So are you worried you're going to, lose in the first round? You're like, I'm finished, this is done?
Yeah, well, this second fight, I was like, man, I can't believe this happened again,
Oh, man, right?
The last fight, so... yeah, I just, it was kind of good that I guess it happened the last fight because, I was in a familiar position, so I just kind of toughed it out.
What's your record? Are you 13-1?
14.
14-1-1, and the only loss was to that guy Maynard, and the draw was to him, so
right.
it's nice you finally beat him.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good to get, I guess get the monkey off my back.
Yeah, huh?
Did you handle losing well the first time?
No, I mean, I was tough. I was depressed for a while. It's always tough to... your pride gets hurt, man. You walk around town, everyone knows you lost, It's like, some people have a bad day at work, nobody knows about it. I have a bad day at work, everybody knows about it.
If you see that guy, I've always wondered when two guys who respect each other and can do that, if you lose to him or you beat him, when you look at each other, do you both know, like does he kind of have one up on you, or do you still see each other as equals?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I guess when someone beats me, it's like, you kind of walk around with your head down. I mean, that's how I feel. I don't know how he takes it. He takes the loss, though.
Yeah, I don't think I could handle that. I think the embarrassment of losing would stop me from fighting.
Really?
Yeah. That's always why I'm afraid to fight. I'm not even afraid of getting hit. I'm just afraid of being embarrassed and losing in front of people.
I think that's my biggest fear. I could deal with getting hit and bumps and bruises, but losing sucks, for sure.
See, it's guys like us from Jersey. It's the way we are. We just don't like to be embarrassed. We don't mind getting hit.
But as long as you don't fall awkwardly as you're being knocked out, I don't see where you would be actually embarrassed, because it's part of the sport.
Because I would get hit once, and I would probably go like, oh, my God, and I would probably shit as I fell.
That would be embarrassing. That would be embarrassing.
That would be very embarrassing.
Yes.
So it sounds like you had like an Ali Frazier super fight thing with this guy. You beat him once, he beat you once, and then a draw.
Yeah.
So there's got to be another one.
There's got to be one more. There really has to be.
We have to solve this.
I think Vic's right.
I'm going to,
down the road.
We'll see down the road, yeah. I want to move on, trade for someone else, but we'll see down the road. It definitely has a, storybook to it. So.
Would you find it? Well, really, it is bookended with one win each and the draw. You don't see that many draws in professional fights anymore. You just don't see it.
Yeah, no, especially 5-round fight. It's tough to come up with a draw, but yeah, it happens. So, maybe 2 years, something like that.
Did you guys go the distance every time?
Not this last time.
The first two times.
Yeah, the first 2 times, yeah.
Now, did you feel that the second fight was a draw?
I thought I won. I thought he definitely beat me up the first round, but I thought I won the last 4. So I thought I did enough to win, but... the judges did see it that way. I
always wonder when guys, I'll watch a fight and I'll see one guy beat, and it's boxing is the same as well. When you watch one guy obviously beat another guy, at the end they both throw their arms up. It's like, you wonder why certain people, like when you've obviously lost, why do they do that? Is it just an instinct? Are they trying to do they think they won, or are they just trying to push the judges?
Yeah, I think it's the whole, you got to look like you won if you want the judges to think you won, but, sometimes. I remember that happened with my Maynard, the first Maynard fight. I definitely lost that one, and... my coach is like, put your arms up. I'm like, man, come on. Good
for you, man. Good for you.
He said to do that, but you knew you had lost the fight?
Yeah, I felt they lost, yeah. So,
now, that shiner there on your eye, obviously, when that happened...
Obviously, supper was cold.
Yeah. When that happened...
Was he laughing? Okay.
Yeah.
Were you thinking like... Wow, that's going to leave a mark.
Yeah. At the time it happens, not thinking of it, but man, I had a little cut on my eyelid too, so blood was dripping in my eye, so hard to see. So, that's not always fun.
Yeah, physically, you look terrible. I mean, your face, because
Jimmy's used to hearing that himself.
No, but I mean, like, after that first round, man, he is a fucking fast starter.
Oof.
And that Maynard punches really hard. I was a miracle. I couldn't believe you made it out of that round. And then I couldn't believe when you were started to, like, recoup in the second round. I'm like, that to me was the most impressive part. It wasn't even winning. It was that you started to, like, back him off in the second round and started to win the fight.
Yeah, even I felt like, even when I kind of was on Queer Street, say, with the first round, I was able to, hit him with some shots. But
you see Queer Street?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I live there.
Jimmy drives down there.
He gets confused sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I get confused.
Does that push you, though, when somebody's like gets a first round in like that on you? Do you start thinking, like, I gotta really, like, give it my all right now? Or this is over?
I guess when you get rocked, you really don't see the whole picture. But I know, like, I lost that round, so I know I got to start. It's a good thing it's the first round. I got 4 rounds to hopefully catch up. But you want to make a habit of this, obviously.
And is he? Do you notice if he's, like, scoping out that eye and trying to knock it some more?
I would hope he is, because I think I would, be looking.
Oh, that is just a brutal thing when you see, like, a fighter with a cut head, eye, whatever, and the other guy's just like, now that's my target. That's what I'm just going to consistently keep pounding on. Ooh. Raw meat.
He kept kind of coming at me with open hands, and I don't think he was intentionally trying to poke me, but I kept telling him.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Keep his fingers on my eyes. I couldn't see out of this eye. I don't want him to poke my good eye. Then I'd be screwed.
What weight do you fight at?
I fight 155.
Are you going to go down or no?
In the future, we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm the champ. I think I'm going to defend this title at 55, a couple more times. But, I'm a small 55. I'll probably weigh 160. Most of the guys come down from 75 plus.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so I can make 145, and it's just that whole mystique having 2 titles is interesting to me.
Now, how do you get, like, because you're a wrestler, you're a Jersey guy at Tom's River, and you're wrestling in high school. How do you start to pick up martial arts? Do you do that because you want to fight professionally, or do you start doing that and then say, oh, I could fight professionally with this?
Yeah, well, I graduated college and the Ultimate Fighter show first.
You're the only one in this room, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, shit, you did. That's right.
I know.
Me too.
I know it doesn't sound like it, but I graduated college.
Right. And Sam, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Just being Anthony.
Recap here.
Way to lump us into your shit.
I tried to make the whole room dummies. It's just me and Anthony.
So, I went from there, and, I wanted to keep competing. I didn't feel like wrestling anymore on that level, at least, so... I started training, and I fought 2 weeks after. I didn't know if it was going to be my profession, but I knew something I wanted to do.
Rogan told us about something that you have to be careful of on the mat is getting your face mushed on the mat, because people pick up face herpes from having, like...
Holy Jesus.
Because someone gets their lip or something mushed on the mat, and then your face is pushed on it. He said he washes with soap and just stands there for a full minute, dripping with soap in the shower. You worried about that? Like, that's been freaking me out since Joe told me that.
Face herpes? Yeah, I think I'd be worried about that.
Yeah, I'm worried about that, too.
But you never heard of that before? Is Rogan just fucking with us?
No, I mean, there's mat herpes, we call it, wrestling. Yeah, you can get something like that.
Staph infections and all that,
Staph is bad, yeah.
Staph is bad.
Jimmy's worried about that, yet he'll stick his face in a hooker's ass.
I mean, that is kind of the interesting part of me, isn't it?
It's only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, like I would be afraid to fight him, but I'm not afraid of a tranny cutting me with a box cutter. That just,
He kind of likes that.
I'm joking. I kid. By the way, why are we looking at a Dana White doll? This is fucking hilarious. It's a little short miniature, and is this like a new line they have?
Yeah, I think the what is it, round 5 collector's dolls.
Oh yeah.
UFC. It's age 5 plus, the ultimate collector, and it's just Dana with his arms folded.
It is like
plus, it doesn't have a pull string where curses, does it?
It should.
Yeah, man. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of the UFC. Wow, Dana, this is an exciting action figure. I would love to tell Dana, if you're going to make an action figure, you don't fold the arms.
Yeah, well,
you want to use the arms.
You want to use the arms,
and you want to have it. The fighters. Not like the boss, because that's what he's doing. He's just standing there.
They got reporters, actually. Like journalists.
Reporters, too?
Yeah.
The whole collection, really. Seriously. No fighters, just the hangers on.
Hey, look, I'll give you 2 reporters for a Dana's driver. You have Dana's driver?
Right.
That really is I love Dana.
Tech.
But that is not an exciting doll. I'm going to tell he should be doing something, not like pointing and screaming or holding a microphone or doing something.
Yeah.
And Dana loves how you fight there, Frankie.
Yeah,
what did he call you? The number 2 best pound for pound fighter, right?
Yeah, that's what he said at the press
pretty
conference.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's not, but for real, for me, it's it's opinion based. Pound for pound rankings. Obviously, you can't have a heavyweight and a lightweight fight. See who's really the better fighter. But yeah, it's always nice when I guess your boss recognizes you're doing work. So it's cool.
He put you in number 2, and Sherdog put you I think in number 4, which is still amazing. Who did they put ahead of you? I mean, obviously Silva I think was first.
Yeah, Silva, probably George or John Jones or Jose Aldo.
Oh, okay.
CPL.
Yeah.
What's the best part working for Dana?
Well, for Dana, he's just a normal guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the head of this big,
With a
big
shitload
company.
of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like a street dude. So that's why he's no bullshit with him.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that too. It's like you don't hear guys calling out their own fighters or anything like that, but Dana will do that if he doesn't like when he didn't like Silva's performance. He fucking said it. He kind of called him out. He wouldn't put the belt on him.
Gave Brock Lesnar a talking to.
Oh boy, did he?
I remember that's pretty brave.
That's bold.
That's brave.
Bold.
That was a funny one, though, man.
I think he probably screams at fighters too. I don't think he takes any shit. Like, I know if Brock did something and I was running UFC, I'd probably go, look, please don't do that again. If you have to, you have to. I mean,
I understand.
I'd kind of rather you didn't.
But the fighters respect him.
Yeah, I guess they do, right?
Yeah, I think for the most part, yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But there's a few things about him.
Well, I mean, for me, he's cool, man.
Okay.
He's cool. I got no beef with him, but yeah, some guys do. I mean, Tito, I'm sure you heard the whole Tito beef of him. They came up together and they got their differences, but
Are they friends again?
I think they are.
And he said he has problems with Dan Henderson too. Like they won't talk for a while, and then he'll text him something, and then he'll get back a text. What do you want, Fatso? Like that's how they talk to each other. That's Dan calling him Fatso.
I thought they were calling Bob Kelly.
You know what, dude? All right, let me ask you something here, because you've only lost once professionally. What can somebody say to you after you've lost and you're walking that is comforting? Like not a trainer or a friend, but what can some stranger say to you that will mean anything?
I don't think anything. I don't think there's anything that a stranger could say to you. Even if they're trying to be nice, I guess keep. I guess the whole cliche, keep your head up, man. Don't worry about it. Be back, something like that. But I don't think there's nothing that can really comfort you at that point.
Do you think if you lost a fight like badly, like if in the first or second round you got beaten up badly and lost, would you feel better if somebody said, "Hey, man, hey, great job, Frankie"?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. What were you watching? Yeah, that wouldn't be cool.
We had a friend who did that too. After Lesnar beat up Frank Mir, we were back there and he walked by and our friend Bob goes, "Good job, Frank." Like he wasn't being a dick, but he just didn't know what to say.
Frank's face was rearranged, and he's saying this to him.
Oh, he got a tremendous beating. He got a tremendous savaging.
Yeah.
But our friend is kind of stupid. So what do you take time off after you win? Do you not fight for a while, or what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, you fight about 2 to 3 times a year on the average. But I'll get back into training next week. I don't take too much time away from the gym.
What is your most powerful submission, do you think?
Submission, probably guillotine.
Yeah, I've gotten that done before. Me and Kane had a whole thing. But I get. By the way, do you have an action figure?
I do.
I do. Why didn't you bring? Who brought this?
Yeah, we want to see yours.
Did you bring this?
I didn't bring that. No. Jim brought it.
Oh, Jim Byrne. Oh, okay. I bet you Dana gives this to the fighter. No, this is the one everybody's going to want. That's right. Fuck the Liddell. They're not going to want the Liddell. They're going to want me with my arms folded. If you pull the string, it goes, Jesus Christ, Dana. I just can't get over this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Some fighters.
But I guess there's a whole collection of them. And you're promoting UFC 137, which is St. Pierre versus Condit.
Yeah.
And when is that happening? It's October the 29th. I don't know why I'm asking you when I'm reading it like an idiot. And The Ultimate Fighter, Wednesday at 10 o'clock, you're promoting on Spike TV. I've watched the first 2. It's good this year.
Man, these little guys, man, I'm a little guy, so they can scrap.
What weights are they doing? They're doing up to 145 there?
Yeah, I think they're doing 35 and 45, bantam and featherweight.
You know how tall are you?
5'6".
You know how fucking embarrassing it is? I'm about his height, maybe, I might have him by an inch, and I weigh about 165. And I outweigh you by 10 pounds, and it's just fucking humiliating.
He's in shape.
He's in shape.
Nah, but it's more than just being in shape.
He doesn't treat himself for having a good TV appearance.
Little treats.
Dude, last night...
Jimmy loves his treats.
He treats himself. This is the weird thing is, it's a lot of treats. But he must be doing real well.
Various kinds or one thing specifically?
When he has a good TV appearance, he'll treat himself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but
Jimmy will tell you.
This is what shit I am. I had a good one, but the night before I'm not treating myself because you know what? The plane didn't crash. So now I'm eating fucking like Raisinets like a fatso, and I got to go on TV the next day. I don't care. I'm kind of finished.
Jimmy.
Fucking disgusted.
Yeah, I wouldn't call you a little guy when you said you were a little. I would not call this.
No, Jimmy called you a little guy.
Yeah.
No, I don't
No,
mean-
he said himself. He said I'm a little
you
guy.
did?
He said,
Oh, no.
Thanks.
No way. No way.
Fuck that.
So how about the girls? You're a married man, and I understand that.
Married man.
But are there like groupies for this time? Imagine there are, because every chick loves a guy who can fight. I've heard.
I mean, I hear a little bit. I try to, my wife's always around, so.
But if you weren't married, you'd probably have a lot of opportunities. Like guys that aren't married, do you see them?
Yeah, I'm sure the opportunities are there. Yeah.
What are they called? In every sport, they're called something.
I don't know.
The women that hang around.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's more fanboys than there are groupies. You know what I'm saying? That's the bad thing.
Yeah, it is kind of one of those situations. It's like one of our dumb appearances when we go to the Hard Rock and there's three girls in the audience.
Everybody's in 200
and 4XL shirts.
It's good to know we're doing well, but fuck. It'd be nice to see a set of hits every once in a while.
It really is enraging when you look out and you just see a sea of fucking disgruntled men. Just a bunch of
That would have no problem beating us up if we said the wrong thing.
But just angry, fucking self-hating men. A lot of the same guys that go to UFC, they're just aggressive men. That's the fans that we have. And they're great fans, and they're hardcore, and they'll come to every appearance, and they come to fights. But I just want to see some fucking vaginas out there once in a while.
Something, right?
At least you guys got ring girls. You're not allowed to bang the ring girls, are you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably against company policy, yeah.
But it's frowned upon. They
Why,
are
though?
fucking hot, though. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would that be a problem?
Human resources.
Some a little wink on the way in. Or maybe if the guy sees a guy fucking around with her, he gets pissed and jealous and jumps into the crowd. It starts like wailing on somebody.
That would be just my luck, too. I'd come back and some fucking guy who could really fight would be hitting on my chicks. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You can't muscle them out.
No.
Like, hey, look, if you got to fuck her, just make it quick. I'm on the meter outside, if you don't mind, sir.
Did you get in a lot of fights just like on the street growing up or anything?
I live in Tom's River. That's right over the bridge from Seaside, so you know how that goes.
Okay, yeah. So
Are they
there were a
drunks?
few episodes.
Yeah, drunks are just people that, from somewhere else to come down, they want to start trouble,
And before, obviously it was before UFC. Were you good? Did you kick ass?
Yeah, I did okay.
Did you win a state championship?
Yeah.
Did you win
I took second.
Took second. All right, there you go. That's pretty good.
It's that stuff. Like some people are just naturally good fighters.
Yeah, but you probably get beat up a lot, too. Like, because, I was watching something on you, some kind of like a smaller documentary, and your mother was even saying that you've got, when you're small, people pick on you, and when they pick on you, you got to fight.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think, people, they always talk about it as just anti-bullying stuff nowadays, I think if more kids just fought for themselves, they wouldn't get bullied.
Fight back, yeah, right?
So that was my thing, you mess with me, I was going to fight back.
I always just had a fear of getting hit. I never liked the idea of a fist hitting me in the face.
Doesn't feel good at all.
Well, I've been hit.
But no one really likes that.
I just never liked
No one likes it.
No,
but I don't like it to the point where, I probably would have fought a little more if I didn't. I think I backed away from quite a few. I learned to talk my way out of things.
Dude, I have the
very well.
I have the temper of somebody who's 6'8" and can fight, but I always know when to back off. Like if I'm driving, and I remember one time I was on the fucking turnpike at a toll years ago before Easy Pass, and I'm sitting there, and this guy in a limo fucking was pull up, did some dickhead move. I'm like, what a fucking asshole. Not realizing my passenger window was open, and then he just fucking opens the door and gets out and starts walking towards my car. So I had to just drive around and go. I had to pretend I didn't see him and roll my window up. I'm like a fucking coward.
We get mad because Club Soda Kenny's, 6'5", and he knows some martial arts.
He's a black belt in 2 different
He
martial arts.
doesn't take advantage of that. I'd be throwing people through windows.
Yeah, see, that's just it. You'd be in jail.
Yeah, I'd go vigilante. I'd go vigilante
But he's
for sure.
completely the opposite, where nothing bothers him. Nothing.
You know who's a psycho? This guy we know, Happy Face. He does. He's a karate guy, and he bodyguards Dice. And one time he said he was with. I think he was with his wife. and he's a fucking rageaholic, and he's in his car, and there was these 3 guys in a car next to him. They had cut him off or done something. So Happy drives up to them, and through his passenger windows down, and he has a cup of coffee, and he takes it, and he throws it into the driver window.
What a maniac.
3 guys in the other car. And I'm like, what'd they do? He goes, they did nothing. Because I guess if you know a guy's with his wife and he fucking throws his coffee on 3 men, there's a problem.
Yeah.
That's what a guy who can fight will do. And
that's what driving over here is bad, though. You get a lot of that's where I get heated the most.
You get like you want to choke people.
Yeah. I wish I had a cup full of marbles I want to throw out my window.
Yeah, golf balls work well.
I remember that. Yeah, there was.
So I've heard. Vic,
Sure, one of those hunting slingshots with a golf ball.
There was a time we were golfing for a while and pretty consistently, and I had I always had golf balls in the SUV, in the cup holder. And there were a few times, the cabs out there, you want to strangle these son of bitches. And a good golf ball, man.
Fabulous.
But the bad thing is, if you miss, the thing's bouncing down Fifth Avenue,
clocking some pedestrian.
Mile and a half. It's catching air.
Drive-by golf ball.
Some poor guy from Kentucky's getting knocked in the head.
A lump on his head.
Hey, 4, motherfucker. He's laid out.
But aren't you afraid of eating fingerprints on it? Like, there's fingerprints on the fucking golf ball.
What NYPD cop? How long have you been here?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's really waste our time and take this down and fingerprint it, the golf ball.
Let's say a car fucking gets a little golf ball ding in it and fucking has a 3-car collision and kills everybody. They're going to wonder what happened. How the golf ball get there.
Things happen.
That might be a problem,
Right.
but it didn't happen, so I'm God bless. What do you want from me?
I didn't know he was that much of a chicken little.
I know.
Really, he thought that all the way through. Where the 3 people got killed, there was a car pile up.
Will you back off before you'll fight a civilian if you have to?
Yeah, I mean, now, I haven't been into a fight since I've been in the UFC.
But is there a card you could hand somebody so they know that you mean business?
It's like, look, here's what you
really don't want to do this.
Look, could you carry your own doll around? No, look, dude, you don't want to do this.
Actually, it's a real question. Like, how do you make them understand that you could pretty much fuck their life up?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if they don't know,
But is there something you say like, trust me, you don't want to do this?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
do you ever like brag that you're in the UFC?
Gay, though.
I know.
Hey, you don't have to do it. Because usually if someone's saying that, you probably want to.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But do you say anything like, I'm in the UFC,
Yeah, no, I
nothing?
mean, if I'm with somebody, I'll let them handle it. My friends,
That's a good idea,
they don't fight. They usually handle it, take care of it. But, I just fear. So I'm with my wife and kids, and someone does something like that. 'Cause I don't know if I can control myself.
Because then you're not going to be able to control yourself, right? Yeah.
How old's the kid?
I have two boys, 2 and 1.
Are they already throwing each other around?
They do. They get after it.
You go to the playgrounds?
Do we go to the playgrounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, we take them around the parks and stuff.
Are you ready to beat up some kids and parents?
Some kids.
I'm serious.
It gets nuts. Yeah, you're right.
I have a little rage. It drives me nuts going to the playgrounds. I don't know how I'm going to keep it
And he doesn't even have a kid.
Yeah. As soon as they ask him to put on his clothes and leave, he gets angry.
You got these passive-aggressive kids that fuck with your kid.
No, I know. That's why I'm glad I got 2 boys. I'll let them take care of it for the most part.
Yeah, that's true.
My kid does all right,
Brothers
but you're
are
sitting
good like
there
that.
going, I'm going to fucking crack some skulls in a minute here.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. My kid comes home with bite marks. I'm like, did you hit this kid?
Right.
Right. I don't know if that's the right parenting, man, but
I think it is.
shit, I was told if someone hits you, hit him back. That's what I tell my kids.
Yeah, it's pretty cool
tough.
too having brothers that the close in age.
Yeah.
Especially growing up
They'll take care of each
like
other.
that. My brother, I think, is 18 months older than me and very close and shit like that. Where if anything ever happened, one
each other's
would
back,
jump right in on the other one. Not like Irish brothers though, where they beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
But if someone tries to step in, they'll both turn on the guy that's
totally.
there.
Immediately.
Nothing funny than a couple of Irish brothers fighting in a bar. And you get some guy in there going, hey, knock it off. Then they both just start wailing on the guy. And then they're laughing at how they beat the shit out of this fucking guy.
No, my 2 brothers did that several times. That happened a lot.
Really?
Right?
Yeah.
Their dad's last name was Kelly.
Oh, okay.
That might be a problem.
You just nailed it. You just totally
There
nailed
are
it.
certain
Absolutely.
stereotypes that do apply.
You had a violent upbringing, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Totally, yeah. So they turned on my dad and had to kick his ass and drive him away when I was a kid, yeah. But it was fun to watch because the guy terrorized us forever. And then one day my brother at 17 went, I had enough of this fucking shit. He's not, by the time he gets out of the car, I'm clocking him in the front yard. And we watched through the kitchen window and he stomped his ass and kicked him up under the car to the point he had to get in the car and finally drive away, and we never saw him again.
Pull a Henry Hill in the driveway with the pistol.
No, he totally did. It was wonderful. It was one of the greatest days.
Whatever happened to him?
He ended up in prison, then he died. So it's a great ending. It's totally wonderful all the way around. Yes, Hitler's dead. Hitler's dead.
Why prison? What did he do?
Smuggling weed from the Keys in South America. When he disappeared, he went down to Florida, and nobody knew where he was for 5 or 6 years. And then my mom came home one day and goes, "Well, they found your dad." And I go, "Where is he?" Federal Penitentiary,
Wait,
Atlanta.
that was your dad you were talking about?
Yeah,
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, yes.
You hear how casually he said that?
I didn't even catch that was your dad. I'm thinking it was some shitty fucking kid in the neighborhood.
No. It was my dad.
And how old were you?
I was 7 at the time, and my brother
When he
was...
left for good.
Good. You don't remember too much at 7.
Seven's a long age for your dad to leave.
You remember everything bad like that.
Maybe at 15
sure.
when you start thinking he's an asshole, but not at 7.
Yeah. No, I knew when I was
Wow.
3 or 4. When I was 3 or 4 years old, I remember asking my brothers, who were 10 and 14 or so. I'm like, "Who's this dick? Who's this fucking guy? We love each other. Everybody here is cool.
Damn.
Who the fuck is this guy?" And my 2 brothers going, "Well, he's your dad. He's not our dad. But don't worry, we're going to fix this. Just give me a couple of years."
Man.
So yeah, they cleaned his clock pretty good. I loved it. It was a wonderful thing.
You're so from the South.
Oh, totally, completely white trash redneck thing. Absolutely. Yeah, my mom got pregnant at 16, had my brother when she was 17. That was with the other guy. So she switches over.
Wow, yeah.
No, it's a long, interesting. It's why you're a comedian. There's always something shitty and awful and dark.
Always
in the
some
background.
baggage.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. The fighter had like a nice upbringing. His parents are nice people.
Yeah.
I saw them interviewed. They're like nice, normal people.
Yeah, for the most part. For the cameras, right?
Yeah, that is true. You're not going to admit stuff. Oh, we beat him a lot. No one says that on camera. That's a good point. Everybody's nice on camera. Were you abused? No, I was abused. But were you disciplined at least?
Yeah, you gotta be. I'm the type of kid I was. I probably needed to be.
Physical discipline?
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy though. Nothing to go on Oprah about or anything.
But it's funny. It was like because they was watching. He was like he couldn't have so much energy. He was hyperactive. He would and I was very hyperactive. I remember. Funny story. When I was a kid, it's not at all a funny story. It's a terrible story. It's a non-story. But I remember one time in school, the firemen brought the fire truck in to show all the kids.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and I got scolded because I kept jumping in and out of the firemen's boots while they were trying to talk. They had all their boots there, and I would just jump in and out of their boots. And I was very hyperactive too, but I didn't fight. My friends and I just blew each other under the porch, and that's how that was. But I'm not gay. Trust me, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I gotta get that out of my system.
Jesus, you just love admitting things.
But I'm
And
not.
they told you to stop with the boots.
Just stepping in and out of the boots, looking for attention like a little asshole.
You were.
But it's like I could have wrestled and become a fighter.
Been a contender.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Yeah,
Should have been a contender. Yeah.
But I guess for every guy that's a fighter, there's 500 guys that tried it and were terrible at it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's not easy. I mean, if it was easy, a lot more people would do it, probably.
Yeah, I think I'd probably wind up just abusing people. I really would.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't do it once you know you can. Maybe that causes some restraint.
Yeah, I don't go around just beating anybody up. But
Yeah.
How about before you're professional, like when you're in high school and you could wrestle? Somebody would fuck around. Would you kind of like it?
Yeah, I didn't mind tussling, because I was good at it. So, and, I was always a smaller guy. No one thought I'd be able to win.
I would have loved to
Good at fighting.
Yeah, but even if you get used to fighting, there's something to be able to get hit in the face and get back up. My friend Marvin Schnoll was a fucking a buddy of mine.
Great name. Snow.
Marvin Schnoll. No. But I saw Marvin fight,
wonderful.
and he got hit but he was one of those fucking hard-headed motherfuckers who could get hit with a tire iron and get back up and
Yeah.
fight. He just wouldn't stay down. And I watched a guy just wail his face, and I mean hard, an older kid, and Marvin's just like, is that supposed to hurt? And I couldn't believe that somebody said that to a person punching them in the face.
You would just be laid out.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you have a tough mentality, to be able to physically withstand that,
Whatever happened to Mr. Schnoll?
I don't know. I think he's doing okay though. He can get kids or whatever. I'm sure he's living a productive life, but
Yeah.
fuck, man, I can't imagine taking a punch like that.
That was my brother Mike's thing. Whenever he would recount some story where he's beat the shit out of somebody, well, the guy hit me in the best place he could hit me, my head. Because he knew you could just clock him in the head all day long and it didn't bother him. And the look of terror on the other person's face, who've just punched him in the head 4 or 5 times. He's like, yeah, really? And then would just clean their clock every single time.
That has to be demoralizing, by the way, when you hit somebody really hard. Like you got hit really hard. I didn't think you were going to make it to the first round. And to hit somebody that hard and that efficiently and that many times, and then to all of a sudden have to go back in the second round and start over again.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Have you been hit to the point where you had no clue where you were?
I mean, a little bit. I've never been stopped in a fight or never been knocked out, but I definitely don't remember some minutes of my life.
Like that moment, do you kind of get like pissed at your body? Like, come on, what do you like? Stay up.
Yeah, I don't even think you realize it. I think I'm moving fine until after you see you're kind of like doing.
So you don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah. Wow, man, that's gotta be something.
I'm always amazed when you see the referee explaining to a fighter what happened. Like, some of these guys really don't know they've been knocked out.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's like, a lot of times they'll be like looking around and you can see them going like, what? Like they're still ready to go, but they know there's a problem because the doctor's shining a light on it. All the external stimuli is telling them that there's been a problem, but they don't know what it is. They cannot remember. I guess you don't remember when you get knocked out, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been knocked out. Well, hopefully never. I could see you not remembering. You see guys shooting on the referee, try to take the referee down. They still think they're fighting. That's crazy.
I don't believe that, though. I think they know what happened, and they just want to hit one more person. And it didn't work out well with the other guy. They're telling us you have only a couple minutes because you have to do ESPN. So let's just promote properly. The UFC, St. Pierre versus Condit. Who else is on that card, do you know?
BJ Penn versus Nick Diaz.
Oh, you beat BJ twice, right?
Yeah, I beat BJ twice, yeah.
All right, so it's funny because BJ put me in a good... what did he put me in? An arm bar. Very unpleasant.
Yeah,
sitting down.
Yeah. Sitting down.
He didn't even stand up.
All right, for a second. Jimmy's taken some holds from some of the fighters, and it's just hilarious. And it's really a testament to how good you guys are, because you see these holds in the ring, and these guys are taking it for a while.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's like, tapped like within a split second.
I just try to it's not to test them because I know they could murder me. It literally is because you watch something. It's almost like if you could go to the NBA and they say, look, you can make a three-point shot. I'll let you do it once.
Yeah.
Just to see what it feels like.
See what it feels like to initially get into that situation.
And Brock did a couple of leg things on me, which were very unpleasant. I think a heel hook and some kind of a knee bar.
Well, nothing was pleasant.
No,
you don't have to reiterate that. Every hold was unpleasant.
They really they all sucked a whole lot.
Silva with the kick.
Yeah, Anderson Silva kicked me a couple times. We had to ask him just because he was doing it too soft. I think, and then the third time he did it, it was like maybe a 5% or 7%. But I had a headache for 2 hours. I liked it because I'm not used to being jarred. 7%.
Jesus Christ!
It rattled his brain.
Wow.
Yeah,
it was great. And also The Ultimate Fighter is a great show. It's where a lot of these. You were were you on season 5? What was it?
No, I tried out for it. I didn't make it.
Oh, you didn't make it, right? And then you okay?
Showed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and did you win your first fight?
I won my first fight, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was what was you won on a submission, am I correct?
No, I got caught in a submission. I got caught in a knee bar in my first fight.
Oh, right, but the round ran out and you didn't tap. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he didn't. How long did he have a knee bar on you?
For like a good 45 seconds.
Oh, shit, that must have seemed like 45 minutes.
Oh, 45 seconds, he didn't tap.
That's crazy.
You can hear all of our vaginas growing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm just holding my balls.
Exactly what that was.
That's a real man. That's a real man.
Jesus Christ.
And The Ultimate Fighter is on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock on Spike TV. It's Bisping against fucking crazy Mayhem Miller this year. It's really good so far. And you can get the Dana White Scolding Doll is available. UFC, The Ultimate Collector, and they have a bunch of
We got to
fighters
call
and
him
stuff.
tomorrow and make fun of his doll.
Yeah.
All I want to do, from now on, every time I see him, I don't talk to him unless my arms are folded. That's how I talk to Dana. The nerve of him to put that out as an action figure.
A lack of action
I
figure.
scream at him when I see him. So we wanted to know if you would do a move on me. I'll tap very quickly, but just something that... what haven't I done before? Like I don't want to do anything crazy, but just something that's easy to do.
Frankie, you got something maybe?
He's a million things. You have a suit on, so I know you don't want to get on the floor. What if Rashad put me in a couple on the floor?
Something he's quick with your arm, maybe, or something, you know?
Yeah.
How about like a guillotine, modified guillotine choke?
I can't put me in a guillotine, but I would take another one. What's a modified one?
I'll make something up.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm glad I'm sitting right here.
That is what you like when dealing with your throat. A little improv.
Your air passage. A little improv with the air passage.
Good luck finding the chin, by the way, Frankie.
Okay,
Good luck with that.
Tell them what you're going to do, too, just so they know.
Yeah, I'm going to, do this modified guillotine choke. I learned that, right down the street at Henzo Gracie's Academy. So
okay. I'm just trying to talk to Stall. Henzo, how is Henzo? Okay. Just tell them what you're doing.
I'm calling his head down under my arm. Instead of grab my own arm, I'm going to grab his shoulder.
That one was this.
What? Yeah, because it hurt the right side of the neck. What is the modified version? What did you do differently?
Instead of grabbing my own hand and choking you like by pulling my other arm up, I just grabbed your shoulder, put my other hand on, and used it as leverage.
Frankie, we didn't
Oh,
see that.
wow.
Can
So you put your
I
hand
didn't see
down
what
as
you did.
leverage and just push it.
Yeah,
I didn't see what you did.
Okay, yeah. Is that the fastest
Jimmy,
thing
Jimmy,
I've ever tapped?
hold on, Jimmy, get your head this way.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to not be in camera range. I was strangled.
Well, if our friends get me strangled, we want to see
I
it.
know that, but how about this? You hook up the fucking camera angles before I actually get choked. You don't wait till somebody's choked and then go, oh, wait, we got to redo that. The editing won't be...
One for safety.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Okay, look at where
we'll
he
see
puts his
this.
This
hand.
one
Look at
scares me.
that.
Oh, God.
He didn't even like it.
Yes, he did. that one I felt more on the left side. You did on the other side,
that's
right?
hilarious.
Yeah. You really fucking feel that.
No shit.
I've never been. I saw Liddell punch Jason. Who did he punch? Jason something really hard, which I would never want.
Yeah,
I would never want to be punched really hard. But I would take a little one on the. I've never taken one on the arm. I would take a little one, but not a very hard one.
Yeah.
Would you give me a little one on the arm? Not too hard.
Shot?
Yeah, but nothing. Believe me, I don't want to take a fucking hard shot. But I feel like I should take just something.
Frankie.
Like just something
Frankie,
that I'll feel though.
give,
Yeah.
That's good.
That's going to hurt.
Let me take one on the left side. All right. Okay.
Wow.
You can do harder.
That hard?
Oh.
Yeah. That was hard.
Yeah, that one went.
Yeah.
That one went. You can see that one moved you a little.
Yeah, that one moved me a little bit. You took it easy on me the first time. By the way, the one on the right side hurt. That's why I switched on. But it's amazing to me that if I took that in the face, I'd be on the floor. I'd be out. It's amazing that guys take that and volunteer
And
for
that's
that.
like percentage-wise. What would you say that was? Like
10.
Not even measurable.
15.
Were you trying to hit Maynard
15?
harder than that?
A little bit
Oh
harder.
yeah, a tad.
All right, I guess he has to go to do
That's
ESPN.
hilarious.
Frankie, man, great.
Hey,
Thanks so
great
much.
job,
Had a
man.
great time.
Great, absolutely.
Can you sign my glove? For sure. Thank you.
All right, I think we're done. So,
Yeah, let's
Frankie, thank you.
hightail it
Yeah, my
out.
pleasure. man.
Vic
Thanks, man.
Henley, where are we at?
Bridge Street Live in Collinsville, Connecticut tomorrow night, guys.
And Vic Henley on the
At
Twitter.
Vic Henley on Twitter, yeah, sure.
You got to start doing the show more, man.
I bother Travis all the time.
All right, good.
All right, guys.
And what, he says no a lot?
No.
Okay, he's getting you.
Yeah, no, he's doing the right thing. Totally, yeah.
Bother him.
And you know,
thanks, man.
Little
Thank you.
surprise to end the show today, yeah?
Nice.
Jimmy?
Oh, what do
Are
we
we
got?
selling these?
Oh, great.
It's almost time to go home. 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 It's almost time to go home.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Sirius XM.
Making sure he gets his plugs in. Frankie Edgar.